Joining us now, one of the men of the moment, as it were, Praful Patel. He's in the middle of the vertical split in the NCP, a key ally of Ajit Pawar. You've had a very long couple of days, Mr. Patel, but thanks very much for being with us. Now, tomorrow we understand is going to be a really important day. Parallel meetings, a meeting called by Sharad Pawar and a meeting called by Ajit Pawar, a show of strength by either side. Are you confident that you have the numbers?
Well, absolutely. This decision which has been taken is by overwhelming number of not only elected legislators, but also of all the rank and file of the party. This is not an individual decision. So, I mean, a convention is, in all political platforms, a convention is necessary because you got to involve even more people. But the decision taken already has been endorsed by the rank and file and the legislators.
The reason I ask this is because just in the last little while, we've spoken to those close to Mr. Sharad Pawar who've said that of the 40 MLAs or supporters of the NCP who you have listed, approximately 20 are back in conversation with Sharad Pawar, and that most of them, if not all, are sure to return.
Well, all this is all speculative. These kind of things are always, thrown at people, to mislead people, because we are all veterans at this game. We have also seen why would people, legislators come and express their support in writing? Why would they be present at the Raj Bhavan after signing? It's not that there was some
so apparently they were misled into signing.
Or people were taken away to some destination. What?
No, apparently they were misled into signing. That is one of the arguments which was raised.
Not at all. Okay. You can sign, and then why do you end up sitting in Raj Bhavan? You have cameras there. People can check how many people were there who were party to that decision. So it's very well to say all these things, but the fact is, it's not exactly as is being presented from some people.
So, Mr. Patel, let's talk about a couple of other points that Sharad Pawar has made before we look at the larger issue. Mr. Pawar's announcement that he will rebuild the party with people's support, and that, quote, what has happened is not new for him. Do you see that as being a serious threat?
Vishnu, I have refrained from commenting anything what Mr. Pawar says. Okay, so, and that is a stand I have taken. He's been my mentor, is and will always be. I respect him, I regard him, and therefore anything what he has said, I will not comment. All I can say is that of course he's a great leader. That's why I have also spent so many years with him in politics. And I will, even in future, if I need him for anything, I will go to him for any work if I have, or any help I need.
And do you think he'll help you after what you've done?
Well, listen, this is a political stance of mine, which I think, as I said, it's a party stance. But at the same time, if for some reason there is something, I would say it's purely you have to compartmentalize it between a political stance and a personal.
Earlier today, Sudhir Mungantiwar, the Forest Minister of Maharashtra, claimed that leaders of the Congress and other parties were also interested in crossing over. Is that what you're hearing as well?
Well, I have no idea what's happening of leaders from other political parties like the Congress, because that's, in politics, there's too much of speculation all the time. This will happen, that will happen. Until it happens, there's no point discussing and talking about it. But there could be a section of people in the Congress who may be unhappy in Maharashtra. Yes, you're right. I belong to the state and I am involved in the state politics also. So I would definitely hear these kind of things once in a while. But I don't think it will, at this moment, translate into any action.
Mr. Patel, you were there just a couple of days back in this big meeting of opposition leaders. I mean, you are now no longer an opposition leader, and you must have known what you were going to do by then. This was just a couple of days back. How did you actually go through that meeting knowing that this was your next step?
No, actually, Vishnu, surprisingly, you may not agree or believe what I'm saying. The discussion on this issue came up only in the last week, but the other side of the whole thing is that this conversation about having an alliance with the BJP has been going on within our party for some time. It's not that it's happened immediately. But coming to the opposition meeting, I definitely went there. Not that it was very inspiring to see that this could be a formidable opposition to take on the BJP in 2024, but that notwithstanding, in our party, even in 2022, when the MBA government was on the verge of collapse, there was a strong conversation about, from our MLAs, all, in fact, without exception, everyone wanted to have an alliance with the BJP at that time.
Do you believe that the opposition is still weak in terms of opposition unity?
Because you see, I mean, I'm not talking of any individual party because it's not fair on my part to talk about anyone because I have been part of that side too. So I would only say that, you see, unless you have a big party, do you find any party which can get 150 seats next time? If your political wisdom, I mean, nothing is impossible in politics, but I'm just saying, by a reasonable yardstick, if you measure, no party is going to have 150 seats. And if you don't have 150 seats, the central party, the biggest party, then you can't form a coalition around without that number.
Okay. Four of the
and
nine...
then the acceptability, who will be the leader?
Okay.
There's so...
four of the nine NCP
There are so many parties who may not agree to some party's leader.
Sure, finish your sentence, then I'll ask my next one. Go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Four of the nine NCP MLAs, with you face money laundering cases. How do you respond to those who say that joining the government will essentially make these go away?
Well, I'm just, please, Vishnu, these are all, some of them are canards. I completely deny everything which is being spread about it, okay? This is all, you see, some inquiries don't lead to cases. So please let's end the discussion on this subject by saying simply by my statement that there is nothing to the contrary.
So just one final question or perhaps two. In terms of 2024, Maharashtra has the second largest, number of seats after Uttar Pradesh, with the BJP losing Karnataka, specifically Bengaluru, to the Congress. Maharashtra and Mumbai obviously become absolutely key. Do you believe that the NCP holds the keys to unlock 2024 for the NDA?
Oh, of course. Our joining the NDA at this juncture will ensure that there will be a complete, sweep of the Lok Sabha seats from Maharashtra.
A final question, and I promise you this will be the final one. Going forward, there have been huge differences between the NCP, the BJP and the Shiv Sena Shinde faction in the recent past. Do you think going forward you'll be able to easily work together with people who till just the other day were your huge political opponents, not just now in terms of the government working together, but campaigning together, having discussions on seat sharing? Is this not likely to be a nightmare, a quagmire going forward?
No, I think it's not going to be a problem at all. All three, Mr. Shinde, Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar will definitely be able to work together. And again, I repeat one more thing. Again, in Maharashtra, as in the center, BJP is the central party which is holding everybody together. It's got 115 MLAs in Maharashtra Assembly. It's the largest party. So So they have the ability to hold a coalition together. What applies to the center will also apply to Maharashtra. That you need a strong central party to hold other parties together. And that's what the role the BJP will play. And I'm sure we, as an important constituent in this coalition, will have the respectable number of seats to fight and win and be a part of a very formidable coalition.
All right, Mr. Patel, thank you very much for sparing some time and talking to us. Tomorrow will be a crucial day. Let's see what finally happens. Thank you very much indeed.